So today I have for you a game of Super MNC Combat that did not go as I expected. The beginning video froze a little bit. I was a little laggy, but yeah, here we go. I go Gunner again. Gunner is one of my most familiar classes. Veteran is also a class I'm very familiar with. I don't have it bought yet, but it is a class I'm very familiar with. Anyways, I go Gunner this time. Enforcer, really good at holding lanes, really good at causing problems for people, especially if they are any class other than Enforcer and out on their own.
It's Monday Night Combat. Good evening, fans. GG Stack here, along with my venerable co-host, Chip Belvano. How are you, Chip?
Oh, fantastic.
So for this map, there isn't really a very good middle to fight over. So early game fights actually happen very fast. They get over with very fast, but it's really easy to overcome the result of that fight. So if we get pushed to our side pretty early on, it's usually easy enough for us to push back to their side, and it'll go back and forth for the whole game until someone starts to actually push forward dominantly. So the three of us head off to the right. The other two should be off to the left right now, or flip that. We head off to the left. The other two should be off to the right now. And the other team, the entire other team goes off to the right. So we kind of have to come in at a weird angle to try to support our team. As you can see, this is the middle right here. There's a wall straight down the middle of the middle, straight across the middle of the midsection. There is no real middle lane. It's two side lanes, and they both enter on the same side, and then they go across the middle and exit on the same side for the other team. So, like I said, this is a really weird mid-fight. So this mid-fight is, quite honestly at this point, it's over and we've been pushed to our side. Which is fine, we should be able to push back. However, we don't manage to do so. We literally just sit around poking at the enemy for a large portion of this game. So that there was the brand bomb? I don't remember what it's actually called, but it puts that stupid crap in your face. You can't see anything. Normally when that happens to me, I kind of try to backpedal and fire wildly. That's the best bet. The gunner is strong enough that when hitting the other team, you can scare them off even if you don't have very specific aim. So here we are just trying to push back. We are pushing forward, unleashing bullets, backing up while the next guy pushes forward. We're doing that constantly. One of the things that is actually a problem in this game, which comes up a little bit later, is our support doesn't heal. He doesn't know to heal. Oh, I think that's this game. I might be confusing that with another game. So for a while we're running without a support. Or I guess we're running it without the healing capabilities of a support. And so anytime we need, yeah, this is the one where he doesn't heal. So anytime we need to heal, we either have to stand off to the side or we are pushed far enough back that we can kind of run to our base if we need to. Cheston's up top, jungling a little bit. Probably not super helpful. This game, jungling can be really powerful if you can get control of the jungle and then push the opponents kind of back to their side. Controlling the jungle can be a godsend because you can pretty easily rain down fire from above and below. Or I guess rain fire across from below, whatever. You can easily have annoying angles that they can't really get to you, but you can get to them. So jungling can be very useful. At this point it's not, because we are not in their base. You can see a lot of us end up dead, actually. A lot of people are extending themselves. The hotshots kind of have this vibe of, well, we've got them pushed back to their base anyways. If we charge in, this might help us push further. And we've kind of got this vibe of, man, if we push through, maybe we can push them back out of our base. And so you'll watch people kind of jump in further than they should, which normally is a bad thing, except since everyone's doing it, it kind of just balances itself out, and the risk may well be worth the rewards if you can pull it off. So you can see I'm rather occupied right here. And the Annihilator's about to go up, and I don't have the time to just go for it yet. Eventually my health gets really low, and look at this. 30-something health left. I got launched off to the side. This is actually when I was going to go for the Annihilator, but I needed to go back and heal now. So I head back, heal. I don't rank up just yet. Reason for that is I need to know if I'm going to need to lower the recharge on my body slam or not. I've been using missile all game, but I might need that body slam. So I come up here to check out this situation, and there's one guy all by himself. Grapple him, go ahead and kick him off. And yeah, let's go ahead and start hitting the Annihilator. Honestly, my plan was I'm going to start hitting the Annihilator, and if Cheston, or if anyone jumps up there, Cheston should be able to handle them. My plan was not hit the Annihilator before anyone gets up there. But that's what happened. So I guess the hotshots didn't think they needed the Annihilator. You can see they hold us pretty well until the next wave of bots show up. So I guess they know their strengths. We honestly don't push very far at all with this Annihilator strike. We do get a couple kills that we probably wouldn't have gotten had the hotshots had bots with them, rather than, you know, no bots due to Annihilation. You can see in this game I wait forever before I heal. I want to try to get in as many shots as possible before I run off and leave my team empty-handed. If there's a team fight going on, I try to, you know, pick down the little chunks of the enemy life. In this game it's really important that you do that. Or in this particular type of game where you're pushed all the way to the back, it's really important to get as many little ticks of health off the enemy as possible. It could be the difference between someone's bomb killing and nearly killing an enemy. So it's a really good thing to do. Now you can see, off in the text, it's kind of hidden now, but off in the text some guy complained about the support not healing. That's probably when the support realized, oh, he needs me to heal. He's not talking about healing in general, he's talking about me doing it. So I'm guessing the support was new, because now he seems to be healing a lot. He starts healing a whole bunch. It's really helpful what he does. I'm really glad he started healing, because that's part of what turned the game around, to be honest. We could fight for a while and then almost die and then heal back up. Now that is a cleverly hidden turret. I actually think that is a really clever move. I glanced at it, you saw me glance at it, and I didn't even notice. I was like, oh, there's nothing there. Then I started taking damage again. What the hell's going on? I look over, oh shit, there is a turret. So that is a really clever move. Cheston. So, earlier, see here, more healing that, oh god, thank god. So, earlier you saw our Cheston had the jungle. You'll see me take out enemies in the jungle a couple times. I don't actually kill this Cheston because he falls down and then I get grappled, and so he manages to just run away. And so there's no Cheston there anymore. But I scare so many people out of the jungle. They keep trying to take the jungle, but I'm slightly higher leveled. I think in a bit we'll see that I'm the highest leveled, but everyone else is only one level below me. One or two. So I'm slightly higher leveled than everyone else, and I'm also an enforcer. And so when they try to one-on-one me in the jungle, I'm pretty decent at maneuvering with the gunner. I've gotten used to how he moves, how long he can float. I've gotten used to the speed at which he turns, so I can dodge attacks okay. And so one-on-one against a gunner who knows what he's doing is not a very good, time. And so you'll see I kind of scare a bunch of people out of the jungle. Bouncer, oh my god. Anytime you see a bouncer, that should be like your primary target. Unless there's an enemy with like a sliver of health left. Bouncer is your target. Because they grapple, and which, you know, causes your teammate to stop attacking. And then they deal a bunch of damage. They can get a bunch of damage in that you can't do anything about. Now, again, we are moved way the heck back into our base. The Annihilator Strike from earlier, we've effectively, nothing has happened. We pushed them back for a moment, they pushed us back into our base. Overall, you know, we've got no movement after that Annihilator Strike. An Annihilator should be coming up kind of soon. It'll get announced soon. And you can see, it's the exact same fight as before. We knock him off, and this time he doesn't even bother to come back. Last time he came back at the very last moment. This time he doesn't even bother to try to come back. We just take the Annihilator for free.
Oh, well, look at that. The Iceman, they got the Annihilator.
Here's a mistake. Jumping onto the bouncer that bounces me up there. Yeah, that was cool. Boom. Jumping down behind a already weakened Cheston. That's a good way to kill him. Chestons are not the toughest enforcers. They're honestly kind of a cross between an enforcer and a striker. Which strikers are the ones who can kind of fill any, or help fill any role. If there's a support, they can help defend the support. If we need to push the front line, they can be up front line. If they need to hold the lane, they can do that. Cheston is really good at that. He can kind of maneuver. He's really good at getting around. He's got some melee capabilities. So sneaking up behind him, you could really deal some damage, which is what I did. Again, we got the Annihilator Strike, but the enemies were able to hold us until bots showed up. So it was another Annihilator Strike that was all for naught.
This respawn break was brought to you by mediocre.
At this point, I'm trying to check if anyone is way under-leveled or if they seem to be performing poorly. I want to know who to target. If I see them, I want to know, hey, go after this guy. He's not doing too well. So yeah, this is when I realized no one on our team has been buying bots. We really need to start buying bots. Bots make your world go round. So I buy one wave of bots and then I push with them. I'm kind of gunning other bots wildly, but in a minute you'll see me push with the bots, I believe. Oh no, that's right. I'm pushing a bit. For now, I just slowly make my way over while pinging things. There we go. A support, another support, or another hot trot tries to take me on in the jungle. Why? Why? I don't know. Really wasn't his position to try to do that.
Let's see, I can't find my copy for this next one.
Oh, P.S. If you hear little, like, blips over and over and over, that's because I mash my buttons as I get near to bots. That way I can buy it, like, at the exact moment I reach it.
because this box just shifted into Uber Drive.
So this is one of the rare games. I usually don't make it much past 9 or 10. This is one of the rare games where I actually leveled up 4 of my skills. And in the end, I level up all 5. Really rare. Normally you don't get all 5. Normally you can level up 3 of your skills all the way. Maybe start on a 4th, get that somewhere decent. So this is the time. I bought some bots, I pushed forward, and I start smashing F a little early. I accidentally buy that. But then I just go through and I just buy bots. A bouncer, and I don't know what the other one was called. The heavy gunner. I honestly don't know what it's called. I'll have to look that one up. I will learn all the bots' names. I promise, guys. It's a promise. Sort of a promise. It's a mild promise. But yeah, I just pushed my way through to go and buy a bunch of bots. If I hadn't bought that ejector earlier, I wouldn't have had to do this. But I guess it's all right because I need an extra couple hundred. I see him and I just figure, why not? I can take him on. He is a couple levels lower than me. I can take him.
Holy cow, that is a mega kill streak.
So, now I've basically bought all of the bots in the field. And P.S. I've mentioned this in an earlier video. Gunner takes forever to reload. If you interrupt that reload, you have to start over. So, that's why I stood there at the bouncer. I was trying to finish my reload. I didn't want to fuck around with it. And so now this is amazing. This is amazing. Annihilator ready. I don't have the money for it. Support doesn't have the money for it. Cheston doesn't have the money for it. What the heck? Our entire team does not have the money for an Annihilator. Now, why the heck? How did that happen? Like, that's just... Oh, wow. It literally is ridiculous. I've never seen this happen before. I had just used my money on a bunch of bots. I don't know what everyone else used their money on, to be honest. So we do a really good fight. Right here, I could take the Annihilator. Well, no. That's right. It's right here. I could take the Annihilator pretty well. I have plenty of time to probably take the Annihilator. But, we end up not taking it. Instead, I'm about to get annihilated here. Yeah, instead the hotshots take the Annihilator. Luckily, it had been long enough that most of the bots we had bought had already done their damage. They had already done what they needed to do. And also, you can see right there in the bottom left corner, lumbering actually rather quickly across the field, is a jackbot. Someone must have had $4,000, waited until the Annihilator went off, and then hit jackbot. So, I didn't actually notice the jackpot in the corner there. It was in reviewing the match that I actually could see it. Come out here, buy myself a wave of bots, because, we just lost all our bots, and then what is that I see? Oh god, it's a jackpot. Guys, escort the fucking jackpot. So we all, we're all grouped together. We escort this jackpot pretty much all the way. I think he dies after actually getting to the end there. So yeah, we escort him all the way to the end. We just plow through that turret. It must have been damaged earlier, although I don't know when we pushed there. We rip through this turret, and then yes, we get him right up to the money ball. Finish off the last turret before he goes down. And so now, we are effectively in the same spot that our opponent had been relative to us the whole match. So we are now in their base. We pushed them pretty far into their base. I'm standing about where the enemy stood the whole game. And we just sit around tearing through them one at a time. They're getting kind of nervous. Maybe rushing a little much. I'm level 14. I don't think anyone else is quite there yet. Buy a bouncer. Another jackpot coming, and then we get told jackpot on the right. I decide to escort the jackpot on the right. One, because it's player bot, and two, because there's still a turret on the right. If we can take down the turret on the right, jackpots will be auto spawning right and left. We won't have to pay for them anymore. So, you know, I'm protecting the jackpot, trying to help take down that one turret, and this game is pretty much ours at this point. We went from should have lost to we're going to win. At this point, I'm just kind of spraying wildly. Hot shots don't much have a chance. I'm just trying to get the turrets out of the way for other players to come through. I mean, I'm level 14. I'm almost all the way leveled up. Freaking Fuji bots can take so much damage. I hate them. Like those two bots, I just kind of walked by and sprayed. Fuji bots. This Fuji bot, just to make sure I don't get pushed back as far as I did last time, I locked down. Rarely locked down. I locked down just to try to stop him from pushing me back. Which ended up working out well. Jackpot showed up at the same time. Come in, start spraying crapping all over the money ball. I actually realized, hey, I'm level 15 and I can level up all my skills for once in, I don't know, 40 games. So I go ahead and do it. I might as well. I'm level 15, all upgraded. Don't even use lockdown after that, because we're all over the money ball. The other team is kind of screwed. There's nothing they can do at that point. Guy down there claims horrid game. Not really. It was a really good game, actually. The other team just didn't have enough bots. We turned around and pushed hard against them, and they couldn't do much. We ended up winning. So you can see at the end of the game. It's 15. I'm level 15. Everyone else is level 13 or lower. So I was doing really well that game at the end. 8 kills, 1 death, and that 1 death was when I got annihilated and I wasn't 100% paying attention. So that was amazing. I really liked this game. I really liked the fact that it was just turned around so well. And it honestly was the fact that our support started healing and that we started getting some bots. We started buying bots and we did so well after that. Great game. It was a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. And it's really awkward to close these videos because I don't know what to say. Like, see you next time? Except maybe not, because we have 0 subscribers. So the odds of me seeing you specifically next time is really low. So I guess I'll, you know, have fun in life and good luck with your quest for epic videos. Boom.